हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। आज का टॉपिक है हमारा क्लासियस कैलिपर्स इक्वेशन। यू नो ए सब्सटेंस कैन एग्जिस्ट इन थ्री स्टेट्स, सॉलिड, लिक्विड और गैस. आउट ऑफ these three, only two states can generally coexist in equilibrium. Whenever there is a change in a state, either a solid change into liquid or liquid into vapor, temperature remain constant as far as the change take place. And this temperature, although depends upon pressure, is characteristic of each substance. When change is from solid to liquid, the characteristic temperature is called melting point of the solid. When it is from liquid to vapor state, such the temperature is called boiling point of the liquid. Melting point of boiling point have got a specific value at specific pressure and vice versa. It is possible to obtain the relation showing how the melting and boiling point vary with the pressure by applying the second law of thermodynamics. The relation thus obtained is known as Clausius-Calipers equation or first latent heat equation. Let us see figure. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H represent two isothermals at infinitely close temperature T and T plus dt respectively. The parts AB and EF correspond to liquid state of the substance at B and F. Substance is purely in liquid state along BC and FG. The change of state is in progress and liquid and vapor state coexist in equilibrium at C and G. The substance is purely in vapor state from C to D and G to H. The substance is in vapor state. Let P and P plus dP be saturated vapor pressure of liquid at temperature T and T plus dt respectively. Let V1 and V2 be the volume of the substance at F and G respectively. Let us draw two adiabatics from F and G meeting the lower isothermal at M and N respectively. Let us suppose that 1 gram of the substance is taken round a reversible Carnot cycle Carnot cycle FGNMF, allowing it is to expand isothermally along Fg, adiabatically along Gn, compressing it isothermally along Nm and adiabatically along Mf. The amount of heat Q1 absorbed along Fg is equal to latent heat of vaporization L plus TL at the temperature T plus dt. Is the substance changed completely from liquid state at F to the vapor state at G. Also, the quantity of heat Q2 rejected along the isothermal compression Nm, the latent heat of temperature T. Here latent heat is supposed to vary with temperature. Applying the principle of Carnot reversible cycle, Q1 upon T1 is equal to Q2 upon T2, or Q1 upon Q2 is equal to T1 upon T2, or Q1 minus Q2 upon Q1 is equal to T1 minus T2 upon T2. We have Q1 L plus dl, Q2 is equal to L, T1 is equal to T plus dt, and T2 is equal to T. Put these values in our equation. L plus dl minus L upon L is equal to T plus dt minus T upon T. You will get dl is equal to L upon T dt. The amount of heat converted into work during the cycle F, G, M and F, Q1 minus Q2 कितनी होगी? L plus dl minus L is equal to dl. But the work done during the Carnot cycle is given by the area F, G and MF, which may be treated as a parallelogram. Here dl is equal to area F, G and MF is equal to Fg into perpendicular distance between Fg into Nm is equal to V2 minus V1 into dP, where V2 and V1 are specific volume, that means masses per unit volume in vapor and liquid state respectively. dP expressed difference the pressure between Fg and Nm. Substitute this value of dl in equation number 1. You will get dP V2 minus V1 is equal to L upon T dt, or you can say dP upon dt is equal to L upon T V2 minus V1. This is called the Clausius-Clapeyron's latent heat equation and holds it for both the change of state, that is from liquid to vapor and solid to liquid. Now we discuss the applications. Number 1, effect of pressure on the boiling point of liquids. When liquid boils, the changes from liquid state to gaseous state, and there is an increase in a volume. That means V2 is greater than V1, or you can say quantity V2 minus V1 is a positive. Hence, from equation number 4, dP upon dt is a positive quantity, which means boiling point of liquid rises with increase in a pressure, or vice versa. That means, thus the liquid will boil at lower temperature under reduced pressure. Hence, water will boil at temperature less than 100 degrees centigrade when atmospheric pressure is less than 76 centimeter of mercury, the normal pressure. Now, second point, effect of pressure on melting point of the solid. When a solid melts, there may be an increase in a volume, as in case of certain substance like a wax and sulfur, or there may be decrease in a volume, as in case of certain substance like a gadolinium and bismuth. So there are two cases when V2 greater than V1, as for wax and sulfur, dP upon dt is a positive quantity. This means that melting point of such substance rises with increase in a pressure. And B point, when V2 less than V1, as for ice, gadolinium and bismuth, then V2 minus V1 is a negative quantity. Hence, dP upon dt is also negative, which means that melting point of such a substance decreases with increase in a pressure. Thus, ice will melt at a temperature lower than 0 degrees centigrade when pressure is higher than normal pressure, 76 centimeter of mercury.